What's up, everybody? It's Jeffrey Lyles welcoming you to another edition of Lyles Figure Files. I was rushing because I was in the basement shooting some wrestling figures, and I was like, oh, I can get one more shot. I can get one more. And I finished, so I'm happy about that. But happy Thursday, everybody. One more day to go before we can kick off our weekend. Wherever you're watching, thank you as always for tuning in. Let's have a great show. Let's see here. First off, let's start off by saying what's up to all our VIP Figure Files channel members. That is Vintage Bob, Alan, Retro Robo, John Morrissey, Lawson Wallace, David Thanos, Pixelated Poses, DJ No Good, Bro, Doom Customs, MOC Turtle, Tom Finn 2018, Jay Woods, Ryan Daly, Henry G, Vince, Graham Tuttle, James Green, Nathan William, Robert Hayes, Lefty Two Lions BK, Blake Tarpley, and last but certainly not least, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Jamelin Parks. Thank you all so much for supporting this channel. And also, I'm going to take a quick second to thank all the Lyles Figure Files super supporters. That's John Morrissey, Gregory Hayes, Danny Rue, Kwame Taylor, Lawson Wallace, and MOC Turtle. So thank y'all for tuning in. Let's see what's going on in the chat. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. And Brian P, yes, I'm sorry I was late. I was like, oh, I can get this one more shot. And then I was like, you probably need to go to the bathroom before we start this show. I can't go. I'll be right back once we go live. So forgive me for being a little bit late tonight. Jamelin, oh man, that thumbnail delivers, doesn't it? Yes, definitely need to talk about that. Of course, we will talk about the big topic in a few minutes. Jamelin, hit me up and let me know if we're still a go or no. Woogie Sasquatch, hi everyone, how are you? Brian P, I actually made it to the stream this week. Yes, awesome to see you as always. What up, G Brew? Royalties here. The King is in the building. What's up, y'all? What's up, King Collector? What's up, Retro Robo? How are you? Looking forward to our meetup real soon. G-Brew, saw the Snake Eyes and Polar Bear set at my local GameStop for 80. That's outrageous. So I'm at the point where I'm really debating if it's worth putting down $25, which now will not buy me anything from Marvel Legends. No DC Multiverse figures, no Transformers, no Masters of the Universe. Actually, maybe still them. No WWE figures. So do I want to plunk down this $25 to get $5 off when they raise the prices higher than that $5 off? I think maybe it'll kind of shake out in the end, but before it was a no-brainer to renew to get that pro membership, because originally when I was doing it, I was getting the Game Informer magazine, and that was always good for a read. And then they went, well, it's digital only, and you can pay extra for the magazine. I'm like, guys, that was part of the whole deal. You can't go, hey, pay us double, we'll give you what you were paying for before. Good thing nobody else does that. But yeah, I'm really deciding, has anybody had to renew their GameStop membership? And if so, did you? Because the discounts, the savings just don't hit the same way they used to. What up, Snake Eyes? How are you, partner? Blake Tarpley. What up, Jeff and the Figure Files crew? What's going on, Blake? Brent Dash. What's up, Thursday night crew? How you doing, Brent? Omega 579. Hey. What's happening? What's happening with you? Ryan Daly. What's up, crew? How was the rest of the birthday festivities yesterday, Ryan? I know. I actually get fined by the commissioner for that. I'll make sure to be on time next week. Christopher Bowes. Hello, Jeffrey. How are you, Christopher? How are you tonight? Ayo, David Thanos. What's good? Def Jeff in the house. Better believe it. Oh, you did message me. So perfect. Let me make sure my volume's down because every day on Instagram likes to be a video. And let's see here. And there we go. Okay, cool. Oh wow. All right, cool. Let's do that. Can you also do me a favor and email me those pictures? Thank you, sir. King Collector, this CBS Big Brother cast is the worst. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, I think what's happened, Big Brother has really hit this wall where everybody goes, oh man, I can be a big time influencer after this. I am going to be so famous. And people don't play it the same way they used to. And I don't know. They're so busy trying to make friends and be likable, but it's Big Brother. And if you win, if you're memorable, that's how you become somebody that people remember. But nobody wants to make any moves. They're so afraid. I don't want to get anything on my hands. It's just, and this cast has been so infuriating with the lack of moves they've done. And then it's like, oh gosh, does anybody know how this is going to end? Because I sure do. Anyway. Oh boy. Dark Knight 297, Chapin and Figure Files crew. What up, good peoples? What up, Dark Knight? How are you? What's up, Henry G? Figure Files crew, happy Thursday. Ready for another great live stream. Let's talk some figures. Let's do it. I'm excited. Maurice Phillip, good times on all. How are you, Maurice? Thank you for having my back, Blake. An action figure wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. You better believe it. Thank you. Bindu! Figure Files crew is chilling. My main man Jeffrey is chilling. What more can I say? Top billing. What's up, everyone? How are you tonight, my man? Oh man, I wish I could see what this avatar is. I'm just getting a square. I imagine it's something cool. Why does it do that? It's Figure Files time, Michael Solis. Absolutely. Maurice, I avoid all reality programming like the plague it is. Some of it's better than others, but when it's bad, it is no good. Snake Eyes, nope. I did not have to renew my GameStop account because I was just at GameStop to pick up Silent Hill and pre-order Metroid Prime. So do you have it or no? Laura A, forgot live Figure Files was tonight. Usually take Fridays off, but going into work tomorrow. So it's preparing my mind for much of the day. Might doze off, but I will try. I appreciate you watching. How do you have it set up where you're off on most Fridays? Do you have to work on the weekends? David Thanos. So that Marvel Zombies, huh? Yeah. Did you want to see any figures from it? I guess that's the question that Marvel and Disney and Hasbro want to know. All right, so what's up, Rick Cage? Happy Thursday from section 2814. Yes. Oh, I was trying to figure out all those little avatars. Yes. And it's not raining here, surprisingly. It's been raining Iraq. Let's get into some of the stuff that was up this week. First off, I saw, Funko Pops drops like 80 figures all at once. And oh man, when I saw that they've got this, I was like, oh, looks like I'll be getting some more Funko Pops because just looking at them cracks me up. They're just looking, they're ready to heckle. And I am finally going to be able to put this 2-pack of these guys. Give me one quick second. I'm still here. I had to get them off of my display. But oh yes, I'm going to pair them on my shelf with these guys, and it is going to be amazing. Crow and Servo right next to Statler and Waldorf. I am ecstatic. The possibilities of putting those two together. So very exciting. Let's see here. David Thanos, an all zombie wave would be great. All right, so which ones do you want to see? And why do they creep you out? Oops. Brian P. Like the black-eyed children creepy pasta. I don't know that reference at all. MST 3, yes, 3000. Dude, that was my show. Harry G, I don't know, Jeff. Hasbro and the classified team better not continue down the McFarlane path with this chase. Oh man. Oh man. I'll talk about that in just a second. Jalen, I'm not a Funko Pop collector. I have a few, of course, but those are cool. Man, it's like, yes. Because of course I have them from the Palisades amazing line, and they're great. But having him next to Crow and Servo, he's going to be even better. Just don't look directly into their eyes, G Brew. Michael Solis. That Marvel Zombie Spider-Man with Doctor Strange cape is one of my favorite MCU figures. So which one do you have? Because I'm pretty sure they did that for Hot Toys too. But yeah, it's a pretty solid figure. All right, let's see here. So Henry G mentioned something that I got my email and I was like, oh no, we have finally reached the point where collectors are going to have something to complain about with the G.I. Joe Classified Series line. And this thing's been going on for a minute, but now, whew, a controversy. So I got an email. I'm sure most of you all did as well. And I am not at all patiently waiting on my Retro Flint to arrive from Hasbro Pulse. I have canceled a slew of pre-orders from them because it's like, y'all told me it was coming out in December, not September. But this guy, he is staying. He's at the ready, and I am very anxious to get him. And I get this email that, hey, and for no reason whatsoever, it's not because we have the worst card art possible for this figure. No, we just decided randomly, arbitrarily, Flint is going to receive a new package art. I just wish sometimes companies would go, we heard your feedback, we're making a change, here you go. Now, everybody who already got one, got your Flint figure, sorry. But everybody whose figure's still out for pre-order, we're going to give you Flint on this new packaging. Instead, they want to do a McFarlane or Jax or Jazzwares, where it's a super supreme special collector chase edition. No red platinum needed, but Flint is getting a different card. And, the card art by Rick Pellegrino, I wonder if his cousin JoJo is still rocking. I don't really know if that screams my guy Flint either. Like, I feel like both of these are kind of out there. Let's take a closer look. So, I mean, this kind of makes Flint look more like a brute. He's not. I almost feel like that portrait for Flint would make for a better Falcon, maybe. But he looks kind of like Captain Caveman, and Flint's name is Dashell Fairborn. He's cool, he's chill, he's relaxed. He's not a grunt like that. So, I mean, both of these card arts aren't really doing it for me. But I do have to say that this is way better than AI. Make me a card art of Flint. Okay, I am designing a card art of Flint holding his shotgun like the old original card art. This one's better because it actually has some personality to it. A person did it. I like the explosive background behind him, but it just doesn't scream the character. And I feel like that's the whole point of the card art. Have it looking cool, representative of the character. One of my favorite package artists is David Nakayama, who does amazing work with Marvel Legends. Every time he does a package, it's like, yep, that's the character. So still waiting on Flint. Maybe I'll get this limited edition alternate card back. The real blast here, though, was this. They only made 82 in total, which makes no sense. Why not 85? Because he was part of the 85 wave. Why 82? That was bizarre. Also, why make it that kind of crazy chase? Do we need that? Do we ask for that in the G.I. Joe line? I feel like I've watched no videos, made no comment to say, hey, it would be awesome if we got Chase in the classified series lines. I'm not really happy with that at all. So let's see what y'all think. Time to go to the comments. King Collector, I haven't heard about the classified chase. They just sent it out today. David Thanos, I love that the Joe team listens to the people, but come on, give us the card art we want. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Henry G, I canceled my Retro Flint on Pulse. I got it early from Amazon. I was close. So maybe sticking with the Pulse was the right way to go here. What up, Vince? Whatever. Well, we're going to go on all the pre-orders because it was a ton. Retro Robo, I'm glad it wasn't just me with that Flint card art. Oh, no. I don't know if anyone liked that card art. Retro Robo was like, eat gas, man. Throw this in the trash promptly. Maurice, they are both kind of whack to me. G-Brew, at least that Flint isn't AI art. David Thanos, Flint looks like dude from Gears of War. Yeah, it's not. Miles Ollis, is that the Punisher? Frank Castle cosplaying as Flint on Halloween. That'll get Kingpin. Ryan Daly, it's a smart idea on Hasbro's part. Collectors who get the special edition card will thank Hope it's valuable and leave that figure on card and buy another one open. I would not do that at all, Ryan. I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm also wondering, that's 82. I mean, why such a small number? I mean, that's 82 people who will potentially buy another version of that figure as opposed to 800. I don't know. It's just the number seems so small. I don't know if they would really see any benefit from 82 more copies of that Flint figure selling. Jamie, I noticed I never seen to credit the first art to anyone. Yeah, it's Al Intellectual. Yeah, that's him. Harry J, I would have kept my Pulse pre-order had I known. They've never done it before. I mean, why would anyone think that? That's what was so wild. And of course, it's because no one liked the art. And it's funny because when the Classified series started, they had so many cool different artists providing different takes. And some I liked a lot more than others, but I appreciated the fact that they were doing different stuff. The Flint retro card art was the first one. It was like, what? Why? Who asked for this? Nobody. And now they're like, all right, we're changing up the card art. You're welcome. But we're only going to put 82 out there. Weird decision. Blake, why not a card back with a clamshell that slides onto the card so you can put your figure back inside? You know, Blake, that is a good question as well. I wonder what happened now. Laura A, only classified complaints now outside of the availability of figures. I was complaining about that once a man since I was on Pulse to buy minutes after it went live for premium members. Yet it sold out. Membership, no benefits. I really want to zig. G-Bruce got me. Thank you. I was in grade school when the Spice Girls dropped. Michael Solis, I wouldn't know the difference and accidentally open it up. Why keep the box? Well, I mean, you've got one of 82, so I'm sure. I don't know. It seems like something to help scalpers. Maybe, I don't know. Because I mean, you figure the scalpers are gonna be like, yes, jackpot! I have now paid for 2 Marvel Legend figures selling this figure. We'll see. Jamelin, honestly, that kind of did me a favor. Regular me just wants a figure, but the collector, speculator in me would have bought both and kept one on card. Yeah. Excuse me, David Thanos. I like Blake's idea. Mattel does it with the Coliseum Ultimates, and it is very cool. I'm with you. I love that. Excuse me again. Dark Knight 297. Why only 82? Yeah, that the number I think is what's so interesting to me on that. And I feel like there was another comment that I missed earlier. Let me see. There, Thanos, I keep forgetting to ask, which Palisades Fozzie Bear you recommend? The basic original one. And I am going to go down the bad rabbit hole of eBay and see exactly how expensive it is to get these figures now. Fozzie. Not Chris Jericho Fozzie. Now, let's see. What are we looking at here? Ugh. Actually, no. So what I love so much about this line was they packed them full of accessories. So it was great. And so much that actually made sense for the character. This 39 one, they've got a ton of, they got vacations and they did a bunch of variants of different colors. This one looks like it has everything that Fozzie had. It's got his disguise. It's got a microphone. Maybe Cole Slither could use that. He's got his rubber chicken. I mean, it on the guest book of the backstage playset. It's got a Fozzie with a smile. So great. Anyway, I love this line. 39 is not awesome, of course, but I mean, at this rate with this line that has long since been out of production, this is about as good as you can hope for. And he looks like he's fairly rare. Oh, don't pay $119, don't pay $90 for it. I don't know why they're charging so much, but jeez, they've got to buy it now, much cheaper. If you like the Muppets, I would say this line is worth investing in. It's really well done. If you're like a casual fan, just get this loose one. That is the way to go. So Anyway, but I definitely highly recommend the line if you're in a Muppets. I looked at the trap, Ray. Now, time to catch up to the rest of them. King Collector. Lar A, that once man sold so fast. I was wondering the employees bought them all before the pre-order went live. Since I'm still on eBay, let's see how expensive he is now. All right, let's see. I feel like the sticker shock is going to be real. So let's do this before I even scroll down. I want to see exactly how much this bad boy is going to cost. So I did not scroll. I wanted to see what we're looking at here. What's the damage? 65, 75. How much was the original? How much did we originally pay for this guy? 60, 70, 75. I'm trying. I don't feel like that. What are you charging $33 here? Here's a good one. 65, 69, 84. I'm gonna have to check to see how much I paid for this. But that doesn't this 33 one though. Come on, this is really in the box. What's in the box? Because that can't be right. Including handmade items, really. That can't be true. All right, anyway. It doesn't seem like it's ridiculously overpriced. It's not twice as much. I'm curious. Does anybody remember how much you paid for that guy? G. Bruce says 4 Horsemen does the slide off clamshells on their card figures. I think that's the way to go. And the card art really looks like the Punisher. Yeah, I mean, it works better for Frank than it does for Dashiell. Waka waka. Brian P. I just want Statler and Waldorf along with Uncle Deadly. I don't have Uncle Deadly. That reminds me. I wonder if you'd have. I mean, if you're gonna get one, you have to get both, right? Lar A. Hasbro providing collector-friendly packaging with that type of card back to remove reinsert. They might be opposed to having friendly and collectors in the same sense. Gee, bro. I just got the notification that my 97 Sentinel shipping soon. If only they had waited a little bit longer. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. Let me find out. We're all rocking with the Spice Girls here. Those songs on that first album were so catchy. The 33 is an auction. Thank you. That makes more sense now. My wallet is done, says Retro Robo. If the Sentinels are shipping. Yeah, that's not good. That's not. I'm not here for that. Let's see. Thank you, Jamelin. At all. Like tremendously not here for that. Like, what are y'all doing? What are we even doing, people? Let me see here. Because I did get my email about my Cobra snakes. So definitely gonna need that the Sentinels to hold off for a minute, because I don't know what to tell them on that one. That's just gonna be like, sorry guys. They can just wait a little bit longer. I'll be all set, because I'm so excited. These look so amazing. Let me get 2. And I was like, everybody gets a pair. I'll get a pair of snakes. I'll get a pair of Sentinels. Jeez, they've had a rack of stuff coming out. What's up, all about the villains? Yo. Don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you, Dark Knight. David Thanos, I remember I bought 2. Yeah, I feel like, 1 Sentinel is cool, but what's better than 1? 2. No, of course, if you got the space, what's better than 2? It's 3. Harry G just was charged for 3 snake armors. He got 3. That's cool. I got a pair because I figured I could stack them on either side of the display, and that way they can come through. I mean, I kind of like the whole mech deal, and I felt like for them, just having 1 wasn't going to be enough. And most of the time, I have stuck to 1 Cobra vehicle. I do have multiple trouble bubbles, but even though the Stinger was $50, it was just last week on Big Bad Toy Store, and I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. It's like, you don't need multiple villain vehicles unless it's a his take. And I got that 1, didn't have the space or the money for 2. I wouldn't mind adding more to the his tank collection, but that's the only one I really need more than 1 unless it's the smaller scale vehicles like the Trouble Bubble, because the shelf space is just not gonna do it with that. So we'll see. Retail for Once a Man Cobra Commander is $40. Thank you, Jamlin. So those are, I mean, they're more, of course, but I was really expecting them to be a whole lot more. I would, yeah. I mean, it's probably not going to get cheaper once Pythona gets dropped and once we see Globulus. So if you want it, I don't know if I mean, it depends on what it is that you want. If you want that really cool packaging, maybe just get it now because I don't think it's going to come down. And yeah, maybe way to go. King Lighter, snow job on eBay is more than Once a Man. Wow, that seems weird. Yeah. It was funny because I was just watching him for the longest time, like, yeah, I need to get him eventually. And I did grab him. I think maybe it was right before the winter. We were gonna get some snow. I was like, yep, it's time to get him. And I think maybe he made it. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just went onto that eBay for him. And I was like, whoa, boy, that's crazy. So yeah, Snow Job is insanely expensive, and he is absolutely a great candidate to do a retro card version of. Hopefully, we'll see this soon because I don't understand the point of having this. I mean, gosh, this is 33% off. What a steal. Now he's only 248. Gosh, people are trying to get rich off of this figure. What's loose? No toy, base set. I mean, thanks, but no, don't. I need the actual figure. Jeez, that they really need to put him back out because he's not in his classic retro look anyway. There is a huge demand for this guy. And I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen him, especially when we were trying to get that Snowcat funded all the way. And I was like, you don't have to show us all these figures. Just announce retro snow jobs. So hopefully next month at New York Comic Con during the Hasbro G.I. Joe presentation, we will see that because, geez, that's insane. All about the villains. Shipping notifications. Snake Armor just left the building. How many did you get? Doc Avenger. Was that Iron Man and Mandarin box? Got them, and it's an underwhelming figure. Which one? I had to cancel my guy Slice and Dice, but fortunately they did not sell out. So next month, when it's time to cash in on the hey, what do you want for your birthday? Slice and Dice. It 2 Sentinels if they're still there. What's up, Northern Nomad? Sup, suckers? Confirmed on the Sentinels. Just got the email. Hasbro Pulse is about to be in for it. Quite the surprise. Retro Robo. David Thanos. I got my email on that Cody and Brandy Ultimate. Wow. That's not awesome. Jibru, I only ordered 1 Sentinel. Solid. 2 Cocos. You got 2 of them? Jesse Spano. Wait a minute. The email says December 15th for the Sentinels. Score. Maybe not so much for everybody's Christmas presents, but definitely score for my wallet. And for sure. Whew. Yeah, because I mean, should be all right come that time as I keep going, pushing all this stuff back. Don't worry, they'll have more stuff for us to get by that point. JMC, what's up, Jeff and crew? How are you tonight? Blake Tarpley, if anyone is selling a Snake Armor, I will buy it. Now, Blake, let me see here. Let's go to Hasbro Pulse because now let's see here what they've got. Because remember with Dragon Man, they put him back up. Yeah, I gotta have the listing. Let's see here. Oh, that's disappointing. Let's see. I feel like sometimes Hasbro Pulse is on top of things, and then other times it's like, what are you even? There it is. Cool. All right. So let's see this. So right as of this moment, they have it as sold out. Shocker. But as more people start to get their orders and like, hey, what? No, I don't have the money for this. I would anticipate, much like Dragon Man, who was a made to order figure, we're going to see some of these pop back up. And if they do, please let Blake know if you see them come up, because for sure, I'm thinking we're going to see these come back on the site eventually. Dragon Man he was up on the site. Like, they loaded him back up after he was sold out and kind of vanished from the site for a second. Then he popped back up and he still was listed as sold out for a few weeks. Then he came up, and I want to say he was there for about a good weekend. And I guess he's around the same price as a Snake. But yeah. So Blake, don't give up hope yet. And if y'all see it before I do, please let Blake or me know. And that way we can spread the word. King Collector pre-order dates have been off all year. They've been off for multiple years, but this year has been terrible. Excuse me. Retro Robo. I might have one for you, Blake. Very good. Eric T, if they made Tiger Force Firefly, I'd probably pass, but I would debate it for a long time. Didn't they do one? Isn't that what's his face? Tiger Force Rampage? That's his name, right? Speaking of our topic for the day. Because I thought that was who we got. Let's see. Yes. I'm just trying to find the darn deal for it. What is this called? No, just man. Oh, that's right. It was the ferret. But what do they call that? I'm sure you all are busy, Tiger Paw, in the comments telling me what it was. But here you go. Because I just want to see if I can find that listing to help out. It's just not available anywhere. Okay. Tiger Paw. Let's see. Wreckage. That was his name. Okay. Let's see what AliExpress. Whoa. Not cheap either. Boy, stuff is insanely overpriced. So it looks like, why is there a picture? What in the world is this? Oh, let's see here. Weird. Anyway, let's just do that. So it looks like this is what you're talking about. Firefly, Tiger Force, Wreckage. He was part of the Tiger Paw, but super expensive. So maybe you can find it cheaper somewhere else. I just did a very quick search, but it is available, sort of. Approximate shipping date could be earlier, could be later. Yes. Doc Avenger, my snakes on the way. How many did you get? Retro Robo, we do need a retro snow job. He is definitely a character that would make sense. And they've done that before. So hopefully they'll be like, yeah, he's too expensive. We listened to the collectors out there who were complaining about that card art for Flint, and we decided we're going to actually do something they really want. And that's put Retro Snow Job back out there. All about the villains. Dinosaur Neil just got delivered a week ago from Pulse. Long wait. Beat me by 5 seconds. Doc Avenger, I think I ordered 4-3. Not sure I got to check. Nice. You're going to have a cool snake army. Michael Solis. I only have 2 vehicles. One McFarlane Batmobile, 90s movie, sweet. And others McFarlane Jokermobile. And too many motorcycles to count. Do you have any that fit in the scale for the Dreadnoks and Zartan? Because I need to find some, because it doesn't look like Hasbro's really interested in that. To some extent, I get it, but they are a biker gang. It'd be nice to have some. King Collector, yes. Snow Job will get a retro figure eventually. Since you know that. What are the numbers of the lottery ticket I need to cash in to win? David Thanos still burns me that I never got Snow Job at Hasbro Pulse. I was playing the Outlet Long game and backfired. Right. Because he was there for a minute. Like, he would pop up on those fall and summer sales. I was like, yeah, okay. He's not selling out anytime. Same as Tripwire. And I was like, yeah, let me just go ahead and get him. And it was really, I was rolling the dice. And I was like, well, I don't know. Tripwire going to be the one or Snow Job? I could only get one at a time. I'm glad I picked correctly. And I did get Tripwire. Still on the 2 review pile. Still over there. But yes. Jamelin. Dang. Slice and Dice. Snake Armor. And looks like Desert Scorpions are shipping soon too. I did not get the Desert Scorpion just yet. Again, they were on onslaught mode. You want to get these figures too? I'm like, guys, I do. I really, really do. But I can't get them all at once. They were just hammering with them. $46.99. Gosh, So what is that? In regular pricing, that's $41.99 or back in the day. So that's the vehicle or pet with the figure. I feel like I can run the dice a little bit longer. The Desert Scorpion with the Scorpion 25. Maybe that can work. At least work till a Target sale. Because if they have them in the store, yeah, we'll see. I'm really gonna try to play that one out for a second. We'll see. All about the villains. Only got 2 snake armors. Hope I can snag a third this week when someone cancels. Hopefully. Maurice, Hasbro Pulse is drunk again. Just got another combo email saying that either my order is shipping soon or it has a new shipping date. I already got the new shipping date email weeks ago. What was that for? King Elector Brian, that's been happening to me a lot lately. Had to cancel a few things. It wasn't necessary. Laura A. I already got the Once a Man a few months after the fact loose, but I had plans to get 2 upon release. Before it was announced, I was even on Kid Bash and Marvel Legends of the Lizard Head onto a Cocoa Buck. Okay, so it's all squared away. Easy Reader. What's up, Easy Reader? What's up, gang? Northern Nomad. FYI, ordered 2 of those G.I. Joe Cobra classified Cobra Python Patrol Viper Ninjas. Nice. The Viper figure is very cool. She is a very fun figure to pose. Ryan Daly, I can't say here Slice and Dice without mentally following it with and everything nice, because that was the name of issue 121 where Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow fought them in the Silent Castle. I didn't even remember that was the name of it, but man, that was fun. I would love for them to make just a generic red ninja pack, because that is one I could really army build and just go nuts with, comic book style, and just go nuts. Harry G, got you too, Blake. You are covered. Excuse me, miss. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I may miss something. At work, currently locking up the place. Be careful. Lock up with speed and caution. Henry G, I was going to keep one box, but if you need, hit me. Hit me up. Sweet. I love when a plan comes together. Everybody's working, helping each other out. Lots of great communication. Y'all rock, because Lawson was telling me, oh, yeah, we got such and such. We did this deal. Love it. I'm really excited to hear how much communication, how much teamwork, because we really are all in this together. And I love the fact that y'all are communicating and finding stuff for each other. That's awesome. Laura, seems like all the classified vehicles with female drivers get snatched up quick. I'm trying to think. What's another? Oh, the Claw sure did. Yeah. And the ferret for sure. I wouldn't mind getting another one of that one either. All about the villains. Snake Armor goes back in stock around 4 a.m. estimated this week. Tomorrow or like within a week from this Thursday? Lefty, squad up. Late to the party at my son's kickboxing practice. I was going to kick Hasbro for that retro Flint variant they dropped unannounced today. Did you already get or you already pre-order them? Because there are people who did not cancel their Pulse order. Maybe this is their plan. Darren City's plan is to go, you all have been canceling your Pulse orders too soon. What happens is you all go to Amazon, you go to Big Bad Toy Store, you go to all these fast places to get their stuff in on time. But don't forget about us. What about Hasbro Pulse? So maybe if you keep your pre-order, you'll be one of those lucky 82 to get a Flint as the Punisher. Absolutely, Blake. Got you. Olu, what's up? Got my Slice and Dice. What do you think about them? But cancel my Snake Armor. Didn't have space for a mech. I'm trying to remember what iteration of G.I. Joe where they had those really, really cool G.I. Joe and Cobra mechs. And I was like, these are awesome. I cannot remember it. It's one of those things where I sold and I'm like, dude, that was too cool. Why'd you get rid of it? But I wouldn't mind seeing a G.I. Joe version of it way later. I don't need a repaint of the snake, but I would like to see that because it was wide open, like Ripley's deal in Aliens, and I was just, this is fun. Jamlin, keep hope alive. The modular fortification and trench viper went back up for a while. They did. I felt like that is something that they would have had a slew of because they're selling it on the whole, you need more than one. Maybe you get 5 or 10 and have a whole fortress to sell out so fast. Was that available anywhere else? I thought that was a little weird. Hoping more will come around. Lefty got Slice and Dice and Law and Order this week. That's sweet. Not to mention Cold Slither. Gosh, would remember the great outrage about Cold Slither selling out and everybody going, I'm not backing the HasLab anymore. It's over. I'm not doing it because they couldn't be bothered to have Cold Slither when I wanted it. And it's still there. Boy, that was a whole lot of panic and frustration for absolutely nothing. Still available. So apparently everyone who wanted it, everybody who was upset, got it. They're happy and it's all good, which is great. This is what you really want to see. Something that's an exclusive that everybody can get. Everybody who wants it, still available. So there you go. By the way, thank you, Retro Robo. I still have not opened mine to display as of yet, but rest assured, it will be coming soon. No, I meant the Tire Force version of the HasLab Firefly Chopper. Fair enough. Nice. Hit me up after the show. Sweet. So then, guys, question. Can someone help me find the Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack? Because I really want to get that. Man, I feel like I'm missing the key of this one. Darn. G-Brew, help me out. Boogie Sasquatch, mine are on the way too. How many did you get? Dog Avenger with 3. Man, that's going to be a cool display. Are you going to set yours up like the box where you're just going to have them like a triangle, running the triangle offense, bang? Or are you going to have them like spread throughout your Cobra display? I can't wait to see what people do with that. Wreckage, aka Sabretooth. Jeff, how you going to forget that? Because I loathed Tiger Force with a passion. Even as a kid, I was like, this is lame. Why is Duke's hair changing color? And why are they wearing Tiger Stripe? This is so I probably should have put Tiger Force for the thumbnail because that's one where I was just why are they taking Cobra vehicles? I hated that concept. And I know people love it, but it just was not for me. Excuse me. JMC, do you think Hasbro Pulse will reissue Psylocke and Thanos? Maybe. I remember when we had the Target exclusive Black Widow and it was gone. And then all of a sudden they pop back up in stores. Maybe Hasbro and Target will have found a box in the back when they're rearranging everything, when they reallocate the Halloween stuff in time to put the Christmas display. What's this box, Lou? Well, I don't know. It says Hasbro Pulse, Thanos and Psylocke. Yeah, let's put it out. Let's see what happens. We'll see. I do want Psylocke, so hopefully. All about the villains. Arctic Snake Eyes and Night Creeper Leader inbound for reveal this year. I'll take them both. Doc Avenger. No, the 4 to 3 were Sentinels. Woo! 3 was Snake Armors. Wow. That is cool. Doc, I got to see how you set up your Sentinels, my man. G-Brew. I had to get my Psylocke and Thanos off eBay. I'm not seeing one in the Target. By contrast, I've seen 700 of the Walmart Omega Red War Machine 2-pack per store that has them. My store doesn't. It's funny because I've been to a few Walmarts, haven't seen that 2-pack. I haven't seen a lot of Marvel Legends either. And I haven't seen a lot of those island displays as well. Maurice, check out Maisto. They have a whole line of 112 scale bikes. Sweet. Thank you. Maisto. I'll try to remember that. I'll have to go back and watch this again. All about the villains. For the Dreadnought fans, the best cycle's been finally the Batman moving motorcycle, the Drifter. Oh, sweet. And I bet they're probably on sale too. Michael Solis. You can get those biker mice from Mars Motorcycles. That was a tongue twister. If you're lucky, Walmart might still have them on clearance for $20. My Walmarts never get rid of stuff, so yeah, maybe I will get lucky there. Thank you. Doc Avenger, I passed on the Arctic Doc Nocturnal. 200 was too much with everything coming in, and I want Mezco Hulk. Do we have any news on when that's coming? Maurice Phillips, Sentinel. Same new shipping date of December 15th. Sweet. I will take it. Jalen, the Desert Scorpions being pricey and not quite as popular due to them being a little later in the line, maybe around, but I want to take a chance with them being army builders. How many of those are you gonna get? Because I would love to stumble onto them at Ross for a super cheap price. Speaking of, I went to Ross today. I have not been on a figure buying mode because I've just got too much stuff to get. I did see, let's see if my phone will cooperate. No, of course not. Why would you do that? I saw these at my Ross today. No focus. No focus whatsoever. All right. There you go. So they had these two. 16.99. I didn't think that was super cheap. And no Ross Con for me, but I didn't buy them because I don't know where to put them on my display. But yeah, I wonder if we'd see them because I want to get a whole bunch of scorpions. I want to get a bunch of desert scorpions, but it's just not at 46 a pop. Dog Avenger. Think about the Mezco cape. When you start posing it, you don't notice the shorts. I'm trying to figure out what that's in response to. Huh. Okay. All about the villains. 4 a.m. Eastern time. It has gone up every morning around then for a few minutes. Guessing it's cancellations for armors. Oh, so they are available. That's sweet. 4 a.m. Sometimes is when I'm going to sleep. So I'll check it out. King Collector. Hopefully that Thunder Machine and Thrasher will be up next since the Snake Armor is shipping. Hopefully. G-Brew. Punisher cosplaying as Flint. You are correct. I said that wrong. All about the villains. Sigma 6 has best mechs. Sigma 6 was pretty fun. I regret getting rid of that collection. That was when I was, how deep am I getting into this? I have this much space for a display. Something's got to give. Even now, some stuff has to give, but man, I really regret selling those off. They were fun. Pursuit of Cobra, I feel like it might have been a little bit earlier than that. I'm thinking it might have been during the Valor versus Venom phase. What up, Fleazy? How are you? Retro Robot, I wonder if they decided to make another run of Cold Slither after all the backlash. I wonder. And I feel like if they were going to respond to a backlash, they probably should have the Marvel Legends Savage Land and the Revenge of the Sith pack out there too. Because, I mean, yeah, we got another Anakin and another Obi-Wan coming, but boy, kind of lame for people who wanted the deluxe premium setup for those. That's so ironic. I didn't even see your comment, Christopher Rose. How easy is it to get a Savage Land set that was released the same day? Huh. Let's check what the fine folks at eBay are asking for that. This here's the bad side of the collection, or the bad side of collecting. 175, really, guys? Come on, that's lame. I mean, this auction is going for 75 just for Shane alone. Isn't that pack like $75? Man, and the original one, 87. That one's got curves. I guess you're paying more for the curves. 55 for Sauron. Gosh, good luck. Yeah, this is expensive. Needlessly so. I can get the whole set for 309. Well, at least you can get Professor X for 17 bucks. Not great. Hey, this is the part I hate. Because it's like they should just have enough for everybody who wants them. And then send all the stuff to Ollie's and Ross and everywhere else. Oh, that would do it. Don't really know a lot of Neil Young. Harry G, I plan to have my Snake Armors flanking the Cobra High Command. That's the way to do it, right? I mean, oh man, that issue was that G.I. Joe issue 8C. Yes, when they take Snake Eyes and Quinn, put him in the Snake Armor. Oh, I'm gonna have to use one of my Snake Armors to put Snake Eyes in there, just so I can do that. And we need a Quinn and Dr. Venom 2-pack so I can really do that scene justice, but that's gonna be cool. King Collector. Yeah, Coast Slither Gate was funny. All those guys were through with Hasbro. Then they all came back. Brian P, I'm right there with you. I hope they re-release that Cabal pack. Brian Patriot. Yes. That was what I was like. I mean, everything else staying in stock. That one gone in a snap of Thanos. It was, yeah, that one. I wouldn't even say the Thanos Psylocke 2-pack. I didn't get a chance to pre-order that one. But boy, I was like, I'll just wait. Everything else goes on sale. And that has been one of the few really bad judgments I made here with waiting to buy figures. Let's see how much that is because I know that's going to be insane. And I was right, actually. Actually, if you just want Cabal, Iron Patriot, it's not a terrible price. 55. Well, a little shipping. 200 for it. Jeez, that's rough. I don't know who is going for the Doctor Doom there. Oh, there you go. 64.99 free delivery. Basically the same deal. Gosh, so much. I mean, that was a bad decision. And I really was like, it'll be available. Just wait. I probably also didn't have the money that time, but yeah, that was rough. David Thanos, I am sure that Psylocke and Thanos 2-pack will come back out in a year when they find the box where they put them. Yes, absolutely. Exactly. Because the street date is always so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Doc Avenger, the Slice and Dice, Law and Order. Your dial tone on the way from Titan Toys, the Canadian company. Yeah, our good friend Mega J Retro. And there's tariffs on their stuff now. Cost me an extra $12. Yikes. Henry G Cold Slither box is the perfect exclusive. Yeah, I'm with them. When they announced it, I said it was perfect because there's a section of the fan base that could care less. And then there's some who are like, gimme. And it looks like maybe they found that middle ground a little bit more. So maybe somebody watches the cartoon one day. This episode is amazing. I gotta get this box set. They actually have it. Sweet. Michael Solis, I've started with an only pre-ordering things that I have to have. I've found too many figures at Ross and Ollie's. My Ollie's forgot to restock, so they have been worthless like for over a year at this point. And I used to go and get a bunch of trades. I feel like they've stopped going to cons and getting the trades for cheap too, because I hadn't seen anything new on that end. And Ross, I showed you what I saw today. They had a Superstars Undertaker. First time I saw that at Ross. They had the NECA Wolfman. That was about it. I was hoping to find some Marvel Legends. No dice there at all. Doc Avenger. Oh yeah, Monkey Wrench came in too. Since I didn't get anything, what did you all get this week? Tell me what you got. Method to Madness might have you, Snake Eyes. One of the targets my area restocked Psylocke and Thanos twice, so I hit one in case someone who I know needs one. Might be a weird super I can check though. Got 3 Judges of Scorpions? Sweet. It's gonna be a fun display. Because that way you can have the leader and you can have 2 regular runs and 3 Scorpions. Are you gonna have the leader riding on top of 2 of the Scorpions though? Method of Madness. Oh, and I have a loose Thanos if anyone needs to. Oh, he's probably cheap on eBay, right? Dog Avenger. 3 of my Cosmic Legions came in after 2 years. Couldn't believe it took so long. I forgot about them. How are the figures? Are they great? Michael Solis. I always has those 60-year Joes for $12.99. Yeah, that's what I was like. Ross, what are y'all doing? This isn't even great price. All about the villains. One classified to do Sigma 6. It would be epic. I definitely would not mind them incorporating other time periods, iterations of G.I. Joe. Maybe not until after we get more of these figures that I want, like, finish off some of the earlier waves. But I think I would not be out on the classified series line once I get the 82 through 91 collection done. I like, nah, keep it going. There's a lot of cool characters. Let's keep rolling with this thing. Or you are going. That's right. Good luck. Hopefully they'll have some. I wonder if they will have them as part of that Hasbro booth. Henry G. Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself for not getting that Revenge of the Sith box set. Not that I had much choice. I never saw it available for pre-order. Yeah, it was up there for a second. That was what I was pressed to get. I was like, I don't care about anything else. Order. It was like 1 o'clock. Now it was like there at 12:50. Like, come on. Even if you're there early, I'm gonna be ready. Yeah, that was a little intense. People be scalping, seriously. David Thanos. Crystal Ball showed up today. Thanks again, my friend. Nice job. The Lyles for Your Files family coming through for each other. I appreciate you all. All about the villains. I need a 3rd Snake Armor to become a vandalized Dreadnought version. I feel like we'll probably see an Iron Grenadier version at some point too. But yeah, you can imagine how many repaints of that we'll see. Excuse me. I don't know why the water's just doing that all the time now. Super 7 SilverHawks Ultimate Wave 7 looks to be a killer wave. Yes, to my wallet. Boy, now this is what I wanted to see earlier when they were like, yo, we got more Silverhawks to get. And I was like, yes, please, let's do it. And then those prices, though, yikes. The Wings of Silver, the prices of absolute steel, not a steal, but a steal. $71.99. Gosh, I really want Melodia because I mean I thought she was cool, but boy, knowing that she'll probably wilt under that machine, her guitar. I love the fact that we've got the waves. Seems like she didn't have as many accessories as some of the others, but this, oh my gosh, $71.99. That price is it hurts so much. And hardware, I mean, that's one of my favorite of the villains. And he actually does look like he comes with a rack of stuff. He's got his ever trusty backpack. Look at this show of all of his amazing articulation. $71.99. Again, too much. They're not even serving too many people. Flashback gets his figure, the green armor. That was cool. But it does feel like they're coming a little bit lean for what they're asking for this price point. This is just wild. And then Condor, the fourth figure in this set. I love that we've got the unmasked and the helmeted one. Boy, that price point, rough. Maybe we'll see another sale. Who knows? Hopefully, because I would like to actually have a complete SilverHawks collection, just not at that price point. G-Brew, I suspect we'll see that Sarlacc figure single packed in the future, possibly on a retro card. They sculpted the wraps on the arms and legs. They definitely intend to use them again. Yeah, probably for Electra too. David Thanos also got the email from Go New Meta. The dial tone is on the way. They emailed before Big Bad. Nice. That's cool. Brian P. Yeah, I've been wanting Melodia, but I didn't recognize the hero characters. I guess I need to go rewatch the show. So they brought in like 3 new Silverhawks towards the end. Hot Wing, Flashback, and Condor. Now keeping up with the bird thing. And they were cool. It was just the popularity was waning. But yeah, it reminds me. I still have like wave 4 to get. I still have a lot more, as you can see behind me. The only one that I do not have on the shelf that I own is Steelheart, but I gotta get Copper Kid and more of the Limbo Mob for sure. Documentary. What's messed up? My tour store guy used to have an in at Hasbro with his distribution guy who'd hook him up with stuff. But guy retired. I'm having a harder time getting exclusive con stuff. Laura A. With Cold Slither's success and teaser gem and holograms, do we think Hasbro is going to do classified S gem figures? I love to. I did a video on it, so check that out. But yeah, they could do at least 4 waves of gem and hologram crew. Rather than Madness, your Ollie's hasn't given up on restocking unless they're like the one in my state. It still has Black Widow movie figures with an inch of dust on them. Mine doesn't have them, but the Eternals are eternally holding up the pegs. I haven't seen any G.I. Joes, no wrestling figures. It's just nothingness there. Michael Solis only got Cobra Commander and combat armor. So funny that you mentioned that. So Target has one of their sales going on right this moment. They're hey, you spend $60, we got you on figures, but as usual, trying to use their website to get stuff that you can find in stores is worthless. Let me see here. I can pop this up. I was so disappointed. Let me see here. Is the sale? Maybe the sale's over because I saw all this stuff earlier. But anyway, just chalk it up to the old memory. But I saw Cobra Commander at Target today, and no luck. Brian P. I got the Creeper from Scooby Doo, Peter Cushing, Van Helsing, a cheap Din Djarin, an ITT driver disguise, and Man Wolf maybe coming October 2nd. What do you think about the Scooby Doo figures? David Thanos, this week, X-Men Wave 3, Cable, Sweet, Morph, Frost, and Jubilee found WWE superstar Stone Cold, Ultimate Warrior, George Animal Steel, Nikolai Volkov, right? And NECA Pizza Club Donatello. If you please give Nikolai Volkov the courtesy of your attention as he asks you to stand and rise for his singing of the Russian national anthem. All right. So we got some giveaways, multiple tonight. So what we're going to do is do one right now. That wasn't helpful. Let's do this as I pull up what is up first for the very first pre-order. Now I just have to go to my window that actually has it. Let's see, which one will I do? Let's do this one, since this is the one I picked up first. All right. And here you go. This is what we're going to be giving away first, courtesy of Lost Figure Files VIP member Jalen Parks. This Spawn and Todd McFarlane 2-pack. And let's see here. What should you say to get this one? And also, before I put this up, if you have recently won, let's give everybody a shot to win. So I'll have a second one. We'll see what we do about that. But if you've won like in the last 2 months, let's let everybody else get a crack first. All right. So for this Spawn and Todd McFarlane pack, you will need to put the hashtag Spawn in. And now I'm going to stop this screen and open up another one so you all can see this in live time. There you go. Put the hashtag Spawn and you can be in. And let's shrink that window. Let's shrink it to this way. There we go. All right. David Adams kind of upset on the scaling of Jubilee. Let me guess. She's too short. Jibru, same. Maya will never, ever, ever quit the Eternals. Michael Solis, it makes it easier because my space is gone. My wife said I'm not allowed to build any more shelves for toys. Oh, how do you have your shelf set up? Retro Robo, got Game Reverse Cap and Venom, Slice and Dice, and ironically, Cold Slither. Nice. What's your favorite of those? I guess that's still 3, even though most of it is multi-packs. Dark Knight 297. Got my Storm Marine of Ryu and Ken, Marvel Legends Fantastic Four She-Hulk, Shadow Classified, Retro Flint and CoverGirl, and some DC Multiverse Batman cows from Batman. Big Bad Toy Store. Sweet. What's your favorite of those? Yeah, mine have a bunch of Wakanda Forever figures too. Doc Avenger. I was happy he was able to get Breaker when he came back up. I need Divers, Steeler, and Short Fuse. The Divers I have not seen in stores once. Have they arrived or are they an October reset? Rick Gage taking it. Toby Tortoise slow these days. Sentinels. Let the incomes reduce. Sorry to hear that. Package arrived today from China that was stuck in customs. Model kit 3-pack, coconut bump. Huge box. Sweet. King Collector, Henry G. Yeah, I've got to have that new SilverHawks wave, no matter the price. I have to finish that complete lineup on the shelf. After this, only about 4 left. Wow, they're almost done? That's pretty cool. That would be a good thing. All right, right now we're at 9 for our Spawn and Todd McFarlane giveaway. So remember, if you want it, just go ahead and boop, put in that hashtag in the chat. You'll be automatically entered. Let's do it this way. No, this way. There we go. Dog Vendor, I'm still waiting on Big Bad Toy Store and Arctic Bats. Man, they're the ones that haven't canceled them yet, huh? Maurice only got Black Series Han Solo this week, but should have Cold Slither next Tuesday or Wednesday. Very cool. What do you think about Han? Han? And before you ask, I am not part of the committee. All about the villains this week. It's Hall, 2 crystal balls, and a partridge in a pear tree from Pulse. Gold Spider-Man statue from McFarlane. 2 Katana Red Platinum from GameStops. They're already in stores. What do you think about Katana? Maurice narrowly missed the pre-order for that Sawtooth Not Blad figure. Seriously peeved. What is that figure? Confused Nikita Nikolai. I wonder how that happened. David Thanos. So much plastic. Yeah. Shoeless McFarlane. King Elector. I need that. Sold out in Big Buy Toy Store before I can grab it. Really? Huh. Maurice, I unfortunately snagged that 2-pack at full price when it first came out. Not too long after it went on discount, of course. That is how it always goes, isn't it? Thank you again, Jamlin, for offering that up. Easy reader. Good luck, gang. Henry G. Got a lot this week. Highlights are Classified Dalton, Monkey Wrench, 97 Cable, Mezco Captain America, DC Direct Nightwing, Age of the Primes, Onyx Prime. Sweet. Which one was your favorite? Talk vendors. Anyone else using Finster from Power Rangers as Puppet Master? Trying to find an appropriate head. Huh. I hadn't thought about that. That could work, though. Retro Robo haven't opened any yet, but Slice and Dice look really cool. Absolutely. Where is my classic Wonder Woman tied? That hashtag doesn't work. You got to put it all together. Retro Robo, I need those divers too. Henry, oops, wow. What happened? Went too far. Darn it. There you go. Wait, here's where I was. Henry G, and completed Superion this week. Sweet. And Devastator last week. Oh, what a time to be a collector. How do you feel getting those two completed? I have Silverbolt and no other aerial bots. I need to get those completed and start on my Devastator. Blake Tarpley this week just got the New Hope Han Solo. Nice. He looks cool. I saw one in hand, but the paint was a little screwy, so I didn't get him. Maurice, waited too long to pre-order the Divers from Toy Snowman. Hoping for another chance when they come in stock. Hopefully. All right, let's do this thing. Jamelin, Monkey Wrench came in today, as well as my pile of Metron, Scavenger, Motu, Chitara, and Battle Cat Man, in case of Blokis, and Clarence, Ultimus, Doc, and Snake Eyes. They just done original season 1 Snake Eyes. How much did you pay on the clearance for those? Michael Solis, I have my figures on plywood with metal piping attached to the wall. Oh man, I'd love to see how that looks. Figure fanatic, bro. I want all the variants in the thumbnail. Whereas Holly's pretty good. Articulation is decent, although he can't really look upwards too well. And you got to be able to look up to talk to Chewie. Hey, hold on, I think I know what he's planning. Christopher Rose. I actually bought Crystal Ball twice as I pre-ordered from multiple places months apart. I understand why you do that. Rick Cage, funny. While you're joking, Jeff, my Walmart is currently playing Christmas carols. Come on, y'all. It's not even October yet. That's ridiculous. Henry G, I'm a Nightwing guy, so whenever I get a new Nightwing, he is probably going to be my favorite pickup of the week. Understood. Jalen, oh, also got an animated Killer Croc. Just need Gray Ghost if anyone runs across them. I will look. Are those just exclusive to Target? All right, let's do this thing. Bam. All right, let's see. Is it really just 12? Okay, so let's do this. And let's do the entry. Let's see who's going to win this Spawn and McFarlane pack. Figure Fanatic! Congratulations, you have won the McFarlane, Tom McFarlane, and Spawn 2-pack. So, what I will need you to do is banners. Hit me up at lylesmoviefiles@gmail.com. Send me your address. Then I will send along to Jamelin, who will send the figure set along to you. So, give you a second to screenshot it or write it down, and then we'll go back. And again, we're going to have another giveaway later on, so stay tuned. How's it 9:16 already? This time goes by so fast. King Elector, I don't ever remember spawning that outfit with that look. I had the first issue, and it wasn't that outfit. No, it's not. That look was supposedly an early prototype drawing that Todd did of the character when he was a kid. I play with toys. Yo, how's it going? Awesome. How are you? Doc Avenger, it makes me mad being a Pulse Premium member and can't get an order in like Steeler and Short Fuse. I'm going to be mature and avoid the easy layup of the short fuse and being mad. Proud of myself. Um, Again, Pulse is never going to have more stock than their retail partners, and their retail partners aren't going to have a whole lot, especially Target. Walmart actually does a better job, but Target wants you to come into their stores. So Walmart's just like, listen, our stores are what they are. We get it. If you buy it from our website and if you avoid getting the cancel button, I've been canceled. You'll be all right. But Target, it's just they want you to come to the stores. So hopefully when they do arrive, there'll be plenty. What up, bro? How you doing? Anthony Rogers. Nothing new. What's up, Anthony? Though I've been looking at some Star Wars Black Series, the Ronin figure and Darth Malak look interesting. That'll be my first in line if I decide to buy them. Oh man, what's my guy say? Join us. Black Series figures have gotten really, really good lately, so good time to get into the line. And all of the classic characters that you might want have gotten newer updates, so they're really good figures. So definitely a good time to buy them. Snake Eyes was 1650 and Doc was 22. That's a good deal. Very good deal. Christopher Vose. Is Batman Returns a Christmas movie? Better believe it. Miss Gotham goes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they light up the Christmas tree. Oh, the humanity. Man, congrats. That's a good set. It'll look good on the shelf. Energy, Devastator really hit the spot. I like Superion as well. I don't mind the frame system for combiners, but it does make completing them a little anticlimactic. Yeah, it does. I felt that way when I was putting together Minister. I was like, yeah, I've already got them. But fortunately, Motor Master was the absolute last one I got. So I had all the rest of them. So I was able to just kind of put them into him as opposed to having him first. And I've done the exact opposite. So maybe I'll wait until I get the other 4 aerial bots before I open up Silverbolt. Seeing how you really already have Superion and just clip the rest on to complete the look. But I get it. Makes it way more stable, which is definitely important for them. All about the villains. If anyone can help me out, I'm looking for Breaker, Psylocke 2-pack, McFarlane, Teen Titans Build-A-Figure Wave. I don't know about the Teen Titans Build-A-Figure Wave. That might be tricky to track down. Maybe the others will be easy, though. Dog Avenger. Thanks for reminding me, man. I got to go into Big Bad Toy Store and cancel that second mini comic figures since I was able to get order on Pulse. Sweet. Yes, Batman Returns and Die Hard are Christmas flicks. And Ghostbusters 2 is a New Year's film. We don't have a whole lot of them, do we? Jibru? Indeed. Brian P. Also, Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Can't knock that either. All right, let's see. I have opened more tabs than I planned originally. Where am I? Okay. Now for the big pre-order, because there is a bunch and still available. Shocking at this new price point. Shocker, shocker, and shocker. Dog Avenger, my problem is I'm in New York. You would think Targets would have plenty of stuff on shelves, and there's nothing ever there. Targets have been a little weak for new stuff too. Maybe they're waiting for the fall reset. So maybe in a couple weeks. Actually, what? No, next weekend. So not the weekend in the 28th, but the one afterwards is when they're supposed to get a bunch of new stuff. Yeah, because pre-orders for everything is supposed to be on October 4th. Maybe they'll be on shelves in stores then. Maybe they'll have some more stuff to show as well. All about the villains. The Teen Titans Build-A-Figure Wave. Already got Raven. Just missed another 3. Okay. Jamlin, I haven't started Silverbolt. One combiner at a time for me. Which one are you working on now? Jace, Die Hard is definitely a Christmas movie. Yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie all day. Oh yeah, I have them queued up because I absolutely got to talk about those. Loose Collector Grendel just entered my pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store, but I got to cancel. Too much stuff to be spraying $70 for a 112 figure. Really was looking forward to that one too. Devastator. All right, let's see here. All right. Let's see. Stop that screen and go back to this one. little complicated when I gotta go back and forth to different windows. So the pre-order for today that just went up is this 2-pack of Nick Fury and the Punisher. I don't know why I said that, because Punisher should get top billing. What more can I say? Anyway, this set looks really cool. I love this blue on the Punisher. Definitely has that Spider-Man animated series look. And Nick Fury is really nicely done. I love the fact that he's got a little nub section here in his mouth, so you can put a stogie or a toothpick, whichever works for you there. And he could also probably blend in just fine with your G.I. Joe figures as well. Here's some of the pictures showing off all the gear. They've got the same hand sculpts for both of them. M16 action. Pistols are different. Got an Uzi for Frank, submachine gun for Fury, little grenade as well. I love that alternate head sculpt for Punisher. I think that might be one of the best ones they've done. This one looks really, really great. I love that 5 o'clock shadow. This one's not bad either, but I love the intensity on this one. Just really solid stuff. And then they are really ready for side scrolling action. Going in pairs on your left. I've got the cash, homie. I feel like Nick needs to really consider his life choices. Throwing a grenade into a blast and then jumping into it. Don't do it, Nick. High kick and cool. I wish we had that. Figures are posed and cannot hit this actual stance without a stand. Or what does it say? Posed in fantasy situations. That's what they say. And Todd, these are not toys either. So they've got guns, baby. And he's got a baseball bat. Maybe we can let Sting borrow that. And the grenade actually fits in the hand. Nice. But what's not so nice? This price point, $62.99. Boy, remember when 2-packs were $49.99? I get it. There's more accessories here. But boy, that seems like a serious, major cause of let's wait it out. Let's see what happens when it drops. Because the kids stay at that price forever, right? All about the villains. Blue Punisher and Blue Venom perfection. Furry looks good to do a classified crossover. Exactly. David Thanos. I feel like we could wait on Superion. Been to a few targets, and most of them have 3 or 4 silver bolts waiting for the sale. Yeah. Jamelin, is that Fury giving a little hassle off to anyone else? Not just you, my friend. I was just about to post that, says Brian P. Okay, Sir Jeff, that's enough of audio too. Man, Rick Cage, I thought you were a lawyer, not the music police. You met quota 1, quote, twice per music group. Oh, I can do so many. Challenge accepted. He looks like Hasselhoff. Yeah, he does. Christopher Bose. I want that Punisher. As I've always loved superhero Punisher over dark and gritty Punisher. But that's expensive for something that feels like it's bound to go on clearance. I am absolutely with you. Hustle SM. What's up, Jeff? What's up? Yes, it's a Christmas movie. So let's see here. Yeah, what would be a fair price? What is the price point where we go? Now I'm going to get it. Is it $40, which is kind of funny because it would be closer to the price it should be, or $50 because that's what 2 Marvel Legend figures would be. I feel like they've gone kind of lame with the accessories anyway, so the accessories they've included feels like the accessory price point for $25 figures. It's just really overpriced. Dog Avenger. It's like they're making everyone pay for the tariffs. Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's funny because it's like, y'all just know. I mean, again, they weren't necessarily selling through everything when they were $12, $15 cheaper. Why would charging more have a better result? Just odd. They are a real thing. Tariffs suck. Yeah, there's just way it is. Oh, let's see here. So there's that. And I like to always look over at our friends at Entertainment Earth for their drop zone just to see what else is here. And I know it's sold out. And we'll see when it gets in stock. But they did also drop this Godzilla and Wonder Woman pack. This is the mini one, so don't be alarmed and go, where's her articulation? This is just to show you a little bit better scale. I like that inclusion. I really do dig this blue effect on old Godzilla. And there's the much better MonsterVerse Wonder Woman. And of course, the scale is just way off. This is the Dawn of Justice Wonder Woman with a really great new head sculpt. She's got her magic lasso, and I think the previous photo just showed that she can untangle it. So that's cool. Colors look good. I really love this head sculpt, though. This is nice stuff. And it looks like it's not going to mess with her articulation at all. So you can get nice left to right, probably not much up and down range, but really like that portrait. Nice job on that. And the Wonder Woman armor looks good. It's got so much great. I mean, the shades that they use for the gold, the red, and the blue look really nice. This figure pops. Probably a little bit too much if you have no interest whatsoever in having a Godzilla on your shelf. But if so, there you go. And it's sold out. So we don't know exactly when we'll see it again, but I'm sure we'll see it at some point. And here, which Jamelin was asking about earlier, the new G.I. Joe O-ring from G.I. Joe the movie. We got Pythona. We got Destro in his so sweet winter outfit. This is what I want to see from the Classified series line, because I always thought that outfit looked so cool. And it'd be great to get that in the line, because, I mean, that is a really snazzy outfit. And then we got Snake Eyes in his winter gear. He's all set for the Winter Wars. And I mean, I love the fact that he's got his grenades over the parka, because, you know, that just makes good sense. And Big Lob all set to make his move, so you can actually have an O-ring Big Lob figure for your G.I. Joe collection. Finally, that's pretty cool. Not cool again is the prices for these reaction figures. They're the same, well, not the same anymore, but they're about the same price as paying for a 6-inch figure with articulation and accessories. And let's see, here's everything the Big Lob comes with. Comes with his little bandolier and his laser rifle. Let's see, we got a bio card form here. What's it say? Bradley J. Sanders. Is Dion his daddy too? Shiloh's big brother. I can't zoom that up anymore, but I'm digging the fact that we have a Big Lob figure. And maybe he is the rare exception. He's that Super 7 reaction figure that I do add to the collection simply because it's Big Lob. Even though I don't have too many O-ring figures anymore. Hopefully we actually do know he's coming to the Classified series line. But I'm excited about this one. What do y'all think? David Thanos, I pre-ordered the 2-pack, which is still a decent price. But once they go to 70, they can keep it. Take that, take that, take that. There you go, Rick Cage. New music reference for you. Yeah, just wish they weren't going. I would feel a lot better if we saw them throwing more stuff in there. Like Nick Fury also having an alternate head sculpt. It's like, why does Frank have one? I know it's his game, but if you're going to do stuff like raise the price, mash up some of that. Just don't give us the same stuff and go, there you go. We're going to charge you a lot more. I think that'd be pretty cool. 70. All about the villains. But Tall Gorilla is nice too. Godzilla? No, yep, Godzilla. Northern Nomad. Money on Wonder Woman all the way. Ranger Robo. If that mini Wonder Woman were that size in real life, she would be bigger than Giant Man. Maurice, you can get a better Godzilla from Hiya Toys for significantly less. Hustle SM. Big Lob needs an updated hairline. Probably be bald now, but I like his old school one. Retro Robo. Wow. We live in a time when 3.75-inch figures are $25. They've always charged too much. Christopher Bose. I want to classify Big Lob. Why do I feel kind of dirty typing that phrase? No, he is getting a figure. They've announced that at Comic-Con. He was a name-only reveal, so we are getting him. David Thanos. Come on, classify. Let's get these done. Isn't there a thing where both Super 7 and Hasbro can make the same Joe at the same time, or am I wrong? I don't know. That's not, because I mean, it seems like there's some overlap. I guess with Hasbro's window of when figures come out, they don't even have to worry. King Elector, I'll get Big Lob when it goes on sale. I'll keep him on the card. Doc Avenger, that's not worth $24. Jalen, I don't think I'll pre-order them, but I'll probably get a couple of those, especially Big Lob, which is the other one you're gonna look at. That's $9 at most $12. Even then, that's asking too much. Yeah, it's those figures. It's like, dude, where's the value? Again, no way. Jibru, the Super 7 Joes are $5 more than their Universal Monster figures in the same scale and style. I wonder why that is. All about the villains. The 3.75 inch were like $10. I would screw them up for some lines, but at 20 seems like a ripoff compared to Classified. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is the worst part. Some of these other lines you can go, well, I wouldn't really get that much for them. But Classified, they throw in so much stuff, alternate heads, so many accessories, and it's like it's really hard to compete for them with that. Cold Slither Gartan. Cold Slither Zartan came out at the same time as a Classified set. You're right. So yeah, I guess they don't have that issue. David Thanos, I feel like Hasbro should give us Benny Wire capes at the price hike. Yeah, especially because McFarlane was doing that, charging 22 and 24 for figures. Jalen, Destro is probably my second pick in that wave. Destro, that outfit. I mean, we got that basically in the what is that? Resolute series. So yeah, it's just a cool look for him. Roger Robo, if they were 10 to 12, we'll get them as wall decorations. David Thanos, those Super 7 Joes will be at Ross just like the other ones. Henry G. Hey Jeff, how do you think the Pythona drop is going to go? Let me see here, because I feel like they did say that she's going to be available. This is where I wish they would keep like a Q&A, a forum. Mattel's Collector Club or Mattel Creations has a forum where they post this stuff. As a post is just like, hey, what did that YouTuber say about this stuff? I'm pretty sure Pythona is going to be available at two cons. New York and let me see here. Darn it. What was the other one? I'm trying to look on Toy Arc while I'm chatting. And no. This is where I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's going to be at 2, which means they should have a decent amount of these figures up for pre-order when it comes time for us. But it's one of those deals where it's just, can you just make enough? This doesn't have to be a big thing. Why mess around with it? Just have enough. I'm sorry I couldn't find it, but yeah, I hope it'll be okay. But I will definitely be there to make sure to get her. All about the villain. Speaking of McFarlane, tomorrow's a Harley Quinn crowdfund launch. It is. Are you going to get it? I think they did pack a lot of stuff in that figure. Flint already. Oh, speaking of other figures that drop, we have this. The Mofex, Bloodsport, Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom Black Manta figure. These prices, $135 for Mofex figures, basically makes them non-starters. And how long ago did Suicide Squad come out? Why are they just now making these figures? That price point is crazy for those figures. That point is basically, let's see what Mattel does. That's just too much. And I don't think they've done enough with those figures or that Suicide Squad line to have a lot of confidence that they'll make more of them. And would you want to pay $150 for them at that point? No, for me. Henry G. I never got into the reaction line, but mostly because I don't have a lot of O-ring figures. I have a few when Hasbro pivoted on the retro line and a couple vintage figures, but that's it. They're actually pretty solid in terms of if you go to a Toy Con, they're not super expensive now. So if you wanted to get into them, you can get a bunch relatively fine. Christopher Vose, what do you think of the Tomy 110 kit crowdfund? The first time I'm hearing about it. I have to check it out and do some research before I actually give you a good answer. All about the villains. Absolutely. I love that Joker and Harley Quinn. One of my favorites. I like the second Suicide Squad more, but I really thought Harley Quinn, shocker, was great in that movie. But yeah. Jamelin, I'd be into those Mafex prices, but I may be ending my prices. I would be into those Mafex figures, but I may be ending my relationship with DC Mafex at those prices. Which is unfortunate because they're so well done. It's just that price is it's like another $30 from what we were getting. I mean, they were a little bit more than the standard figure you could find at Target, GameStop, Walmart, etc. But it was balanced out because they were such high quality. Now it's like high quality plus here's your tariff charge. It's just not great. $3.99. Yikes. Whew. Document I was getting Super 7 Thundercast, and then they announced Wily Kid and Cat. Saw the price, and I was like, heck nah. How much were they there? Blake, I may just bite the bullet and get the O-Ring Destro just so we can command my OG his tank. And that's cool. 27 days left, 646. Oh, great. They've already knocked out the goal. That's good. Maurice, if you're willing to try one of the import sites, it might not be as bad. Did they factor in the tariffs yet or no? All right, speaking of no, let's get on to the topic for tonight. Yeah, I'll go on all this stuff later. So, David Thanos was like, hey, what are some figures that you would absolutely not buy a variant or different costume? And I put Echo Warriors Flint up there, not because I hate Echo Warrior Flint. I actually don't mind that. Look for him. I would like to buy him with the beret though, so hopefully we would see that. But I didn't mind. I didn't hate the Echo Warriors, and yeah, this is cool. So we got this image courtesy of Comic Vine. Well, how I would actually buy Echo Warriors Flint. Let's blow this picture up a little bit more, and kind of cool. We got some Toxo Vipers in the background. So I didn't mind these looks. I mean, I thought the whole concept of the Echo Warriors was fun. They did another wave of them, and a 5-man squad trying to protect the ozone is better than some other stuff. Tiger Force Flint would be one I absolutely would not buy. And there's another version of Flint that I wouldn't get. And, even though I'm a sucker for most Flint figures, this is another one I would not buy. Great. Thanks to our friends over at 3D Joe's for a high quality image so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. And that is version 4, Desert Paratrooper Flint. Because I'm like, this is just nothing to do with my guy. No beret. And his hat setup does kind of have it, but it just doesn't look cool as part of this. And with the figure, it's actually not painted. You can see that it's intended to be painted, and the figure didn't have that. So it just looks really weird. It's like, this isn't even Flint. And who is carrying this massive blaster? Sand Blaster rocket launcher. He would be blasted trying to fire that thing. So that's what I'm talking about. Flint's not on that list with his Echo Warrior suit, but absolutely not on that other one. On the thumbnail, Armored Captain America. Absolutely hated that look. Thought it was so goofy. I was really happy when he got rid of that. There are a few others, but I want to hear from you. What are some figures with some wild random looks that you're like, or characters with random looks that even if the figure looked great, you're like, nope, can't buy it, won't buy it. Absolutely no. Let's see. I do have that Mesco figure queued up. So if I don't hear a lot of stuff, I will pull those pictures up. Same here, Jalen. I hate to do it. I've been a fan of Mafex for a while, but prices are insane. Even if you import after tariffs, you're basically paying the same as domestic. Yeah, Henry G. It's not great. Vince, Christopher Rose, they have a video coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern showing Kit. I'm interested in seeing the inside of it. Is Michael Knight part of it too? All about the villains. Spider-Man, only need one. Wait, did I? Oh man, I hope I didn't miscredit that to you. Maurice, some of them have a warehouse option that they can hold your stuff when it comes in. That's how most of them are handling things until they get the tariffs sorted out. Oh, that's better. Jamlin, I have always hated that version of Flint. Which one? Because I went through 2 quickly. But the Echo Warriors, I don't know. I didn't mind their outfits being so garish and crazy neon and orange. Probably because I did dig the Toxo Vipers and I thought Cesspool was a pretty cool Cobra villain. Brian P, any costume from the cover of Uncanny X-Men 385? Let me pull up that cover then. Because I don't remember that by heart. Let's go to 85 instead of 95. Oh gosh. Yeesh. Oh yeah. I didn't like these outfits either. Not the best looks there, Brian. But yeah, I don't know what they were doing with Cable. Hate that look for him. And he's rocking Cyclops' visor from that ill-advised time. And they're like, let's kill him off again. I know what Jean is rocking. Storm's outfit is okay. Storm's outfit isn't terrible. Wolverine Classic, Nightcrawler. Why? Why does he need armor? He's just gonna move fast. Rogue rocking basically the Jean Grey tribute outfit. Gambit, basically classic. Colossus, again, why does he need so much armor padding? Ditto for Beast. I mean, that would just slow him down. And who is this? Is this Bishop? Is it? I don't even know who this character is at this point. And Psylocke, yeah, just wild costumes. Not a fan, so I'm right there with you. Jibru, Bendis era punker dazzler, lazy design. Feels real weird for the character. The A-Force punker dazzler looks much better. Roger Robo, sorry in advance for those that like them, but Python Patrol, anything makes me want to throw up. You know, I too was like you with Python Patrol. I was like, no way, no chance. They're lame. But something about the versions, seeing them in classified colors, and I was like, well, maybe they're not as bad as I think. But yeah, I'm right there with you with Python Patrol. It's like, what is that? Now I like that a whole lot more, probably because Larry Hama came up with a really cool idea for them. Or it's like, oh, okay, I can see how this would work and how this could be cool. And he basically was like, yeah, they're just gonna chill and do their thing. And I was like, here, I think I've got a picture of Python Patrol just for you. And you know, the classified colors, toning down some of the more obnoxious colors. I have a Crimson Guard. I just, when I bought the figure, the accessories were stolen. And I was like, I hope I can find another one. And I haven't. So I need to put him in this display. But there's just something about these wacky colors, the classified series. I'm kind of like, all right, I'm okay with my classified series squad of Python Patrol. But I could not do the same thing with Tiger Force. I don't know why. Roger Robo, Tiger Force just gives me a stomachache. Jalen, Armored Daredevil is different and kind of grew on me, but that Captain America, yeah. And I was okay with that. I mean, Daredevil at least fights bad guys that use swords, use a whole bunch of bladed weapons. So yeah, I can understand why he would need some. Not Captain America though. The desert one. Oh yeah, desert one's so terrible. Such a bad look for Flint. It's like they didn't have any part. They could have called it any other character. I mean, it's not like there was a shortage, not like they had an abundance of desert troopers. And they had these really cool designs with the battle core. They were just giving them to classic characters, where if they just given them new names and totally different characters, I like, that's a cool Joe. I like this look for him, but not as Flint. The late 90s Thor, which one? The one with the ponytail or the really obnoxious one? Let me see if I can pull up that one. Oh, the one with Mike Diodato. That one. Let me see if that is the one you're talking about. The one that he was rocking with Enchantress. Yes. All right, let's see. Is this the one you'd be referring to by any chance? Because boy, I actually don't hate this costume so much, but yeah, it because I feel like it kind of has more Thor to it. But if this is the one you're talking about, I could understand why it would not make your list. Jibru, I do not. I do like the costumes Jean and Rogue wore then. There you go. Red Robo. Wolverine's black Madripoor look with that pantyhose across his face. That's a cool looking figure, though. Oh, this Thunderbird 2 or 3. Wow. Thank you. Harry Jeff fused to buy the Infinite Frontier Scarecrow. All right, let's see here. Oh gosh, yeah. I wasn't really in love with that look for him in the comic book. And it's just so far away from the character. I'm like, no thanks. However, I would say, in terms of being like a different kind of goofy character, if you don't want to associate it with Scarecrow, it's a pretty interesting looking design. And yeah, I mean, it's just not Scarecrow, but it's like, who could I imagine that figure to be in some other setting? Maybe somebody to fight Katana, because that could be cool. But yeah, definitely not Scarecrow. Rick Cage, why does Hulk need an ATV? The crazy cash grab variant toy is not for us. Kids of the demographic. Hulk with an ATV. Help me out. I do not remember that one at all. Jamelin, I don't skip many classified figures, but I didn't love Tiger Force Flint. And I have never, ever wanted Python Patrol Crimson Guard. He's yellow. Stupid. Yeah. It does kind of mess up the whole thing, right? Like crimson yellow. Not quite. Retro Robo. Jeff, Python Patrol have Argyle socks. Uniforms! Dude, I was right there with you. I did not like it on a vintage line, but there's something about it with the classified series. I won't even bother trying to explain it, but it's just like, okay. Now, also, in full defense, I may not have paid full price for any of those figures. So for $8, they're awesome. I probably wouldn't have paid 22, 24 for them, but yeah, on clearance, solid. Christian Rose. This reminds me. Seems Cobra Commander version. You put DIC for it, but it's like that was Battle Armor Cobra Commander. Version 4 Snake Eyes, Major Blood, and Monkey Wrench are getting a side cap in Canadian Walmarts. Saw a box in the back with notes for it. Well, that's cool. Huh. So they're getting a side cap. Is it just those four? They're going to add any more Joes on there. Harry G, not sure if this counts, but as a huge Voltron fan, I passed in every Legendary Defender figure. Sure. Why not? Let me see here. Legendary Defender. Oh, yeah. I mean, far be it for me to go, no, this is terrible. But yeah, oh gosh, the price is not cheap either. What's happening with the look? Why is it that it's not really working for me either? What's going on with that? And it shouldn't be something I dislike, but it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's too streamlined. Excuse me. All about the villains. Tiger Force seemed like a clearance line. And my loathing of Tiger Force went so far. I had Tiger Force Flint in hand, like, it's Flint. I'm like, yeah, but it's Tiger Force Flint. I can't do it. And I wouldn't even buy them on clearance, which is wild. Rick H. Love Tiger Force and Python Patrol. Crimson Guard Python Patrol is a plastic paradox, and I love it. I bought 3. Really? Man. Maybe I could convince you to send along the accessories for one of them because I desperately need it. I was just sitting in a box waiting for some gear. Dog Avenger. I like Night Force Quick Kick over original. It made more sense. OG is nice. Look, but impractical for modern combat. He's so disciplined. He doesn't even notice that he's not wearing feet. Or not wearing feet. He's not wearing shoes. Hopefully he's wearing feet. Not going out Carrie Von Erich style. All about the villains. I know the topic is which ones we wouldn't want to repaint, but I gotta say, we get General Hawk version 4. I buy that in an instant. Which one is General Hawk version 4? Is that the Rocket Man version? Let me see. This is the Sonic Blasters one? Talking Battle Commanders. You know, there's another one where I feel like he's basically another character, but for Hawk, I don't think this is a terrible look either. And I did buy this one, and I got the Stalker, Battle Commander, and I got Cobra Commander, and I got Overkill. Overkill's a cool looking character too. Yeah, there were a lot of these. Like I had sold off, or my other figures broke, so I ended up buying a bunch of these Battle Core versions of the figures just so I could have representation of characters like Roadblock, Duke, Firefly. I don't necessarily like these designs, like Gung Ho's. I don't like at all. Roblox is fine. Duke, again, he's one where it kind of is a generic look that could fit for anybody. I don't hate that one for Hawk. Yep, that's the one. Thought it might be. Retro Robo, Vision from Uncanny Avengers. When you remember that his skin is red, that costume is sus. I gotta say, Cosmic Boy has some bad costumes too. Let me pull this one up. See what it'll. Let's see. Are we talking about this one? And if so, I would be ashamed to say that I do have this in my collection. I think I might still have it in the display, actually. Is this the one you're talking about? Like, look into my eyes and tell me what it is you see. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I had that because I think this came in a 3-pack. And I wanted everything else. So let's see here if this is indeed the one. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure this is the one. And he came with, and I know G Brew was like, yo, what's up with my Matt Frash and Hawkeye? But yeah, I do have this one. And I thought then that this was one of the more garish figures they've ever done. This costume colors is insane. But I had to get the Falcon because I was like, yo, I gotta get Captain Falcon. And then I didn't just like Kate, she's a little too tall, but you know, I really got it for Falcon, even though he does not have his wings. But yeah, that Vision outfit, not great. Not one of my favorite looks for him. Jibru, the costumes of the X-Men wore in the Puke Austin run are terrible. Those weird manga style costumes are so bad. Help me out. I don't know where to look for those. David Thanos. I've skipped all the Joe sublines, variants of the Joes. I just want the OGs. So which variants? Like, are you not getting the Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes ones? Chris Rose. Likely just those 4. They change side caps all the time. I believe I shared a Street Fighter one on a while back via Instagram. Oh, okay. I wonder why they just have those 4. All of other villains, there's so many. I mean, it's like when people are like, I'm almost done. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Because there's so many more G.I. Joe figures and covers that I want. Yeah. I'm with them for as long as they keep making them. King Collector. Yeah, I don't like that Voltron look either. I prefer the classic look of the Super 7 Cyborg Voltron version. And that was my favorite one. Just ignore the Gemini. I don't know what you're saying there. Of course. Autocorrect might be messing up, or I just don't know the word. Lefty. Any of the McFarlane accent color or black, white, or black light repaints are trash. Yes. Retro Robo. I have to admit, I don't mind it as much now, but the astonishing X-Men Beast used to make me think he's wearing a strapless, deep neckline number. Yeah, not a fan of that look either, but since he's on a cool book run, I've just given up hating that outfit. Yeah, that's the vision. Oh, guys, watching wrestling, you'll get that one, hopefully. Snake Eyes. I want figure Mortal Kombat 1 2024 video game outfits, and I really want figure Mortal Kombat 10. All about the villains. The vision looked like Icon to me. I can see that. Kitty Pryde with her mishmash clown costume. Yeah. She and the Wasp have some bad costume choices. Let me see if it'll actually pop up. And shockingly, it did. I didn't have to work that hard for it either. That came up as soon as I just typed in clown costume. How long did she have this look? Was it through issue 150 or was there more? But yeah, that is a horrible outfit. Like, what is she even doing with that one? David Thanos, Tiger Force, and Python Patrol. I got you. I was reading everything, and I was like, this sounds insane. Yeah, there are times where I just have to walk away from X-Men, and that definitely sounds like it was a good time that I walked away. Doc Avenger, if they could do Vision like that, we should be able to get a comic Jack of Hearts. There's no reason we can't. Absolutely none. Michael Solis, I love that Vision. Costume colors are wild, but I mean, you know, if you love it, I'm happy you love it. I'm not hating on anybody's choice of figure outfits that they like. It's all you. Left. I have McFarlane glow in the dark parallax, and I think he's superior to the original version. Why is that, Jalen? Just the colors pop a little bit better? David Thanos? Yeah, that chest on the Voltron was just weird. Rick Cage, I canceled that Voltron, not for his look, but it's cost a grip. It did cost a mint. That was a really expensive figure. All right, let's see here. And since Jamelin mentioned it, and since it doesn't seem like anyone has any more, I'm gonna pull up this super, super, super. And when I showed this figure, I was like so hyped and excited about it. I was like, I mean, I've already got a few Masters of the Universe lines, and I don't know where I'm putting them all, but I may have to get in on this because Mondo's making some cool looking Masters of the Universe figures. Yeah, I just like the colors, and glow in the dark is one gimmick I'm usually into. Yeah. Yeah. That parallax is my main display parallax. That's cool. Is it super expensive to get now? Check out this He-Man, Motu 2000X. And yeah, $95 for 112 scale figure. So let's take a look here. To me, he's missing some stuff, like butterfly shoulders. It's like one of those deals where, especially for a barbarian character, where you kind of want him to have that axe swinging, sword swinging, dual grip, getting kind of all kinds of crazy poses. Yeah, it seems like it's missing joint there. I like that he's got the fur on the boots and the tights, the loincloth, whatever you want to call it. He looks like the most powerful man in the universe. He's got his axe. He's got his sword. I love the detail on the power sword. Got the shield. This one I think is the closest to that look from this show and the toys. But yeah, I really like this one. Looks too calm for He-Man. He-Man. There we go. Get the full 360 turnaround. Good detail. 7 and 4th. He's got the power. I kind of like this scale. The Castle Grayskull actually makes it look like, you're just not walking in. Watch your head, He-Man. Cool photos. Look great. He can do this pretty well, but how many other sword swinging poses can he hit? It looks like he can do this one. But what else can he do? And Clawful looks great too. One thing that's interesting is this He-Man is 95. This is the cheaper of the two. And I'm trying to see if we have the other one here on this site as well. No. But this one I think is 95. The other one is, don't have to guess. Let's see if I can find this. Yes, here's the 115 one. Is a timed edition, which is interesting. Is the tariff on this one is more than the other one, or this one is less. So the 115, you're paying less for the tariff than you are for the cheaper one. So that pay $28.75 makes it seem like a pretty solid deal. I'm trying to see what was different about this one. Oh, here it is. So he's got this exclusive bit there. He's got an extra head sculpt. I think this base might be worth a little bit more, but yeah, I don't know about if I need to go that route. Let's go to Clawful. Excuse me. He looks really good. Great detail. Really captures the look of the figure or the design from the show. He's got his base. He's got some really cool accessories, a yelling, angry head sculpt, closed mouth one as well. He looks really good. And boy, look at all that detail. I mean, that is a nicely done Clawful figure. He's taller than He-Man, and he just looks really imposing, ready to do some damage. I love how they did all that work with the claw, though. Really makes it look like he's ready to go out there and do his thing. And here's that image again. Great work. This is great stuff. But boy, I don't know if I can sweep paying these prices to go all in with this line when they're at least $100. So yeah, it's just pretty rough. So let's go into the chat, see what y'all thought about these figures. Oh, Jeff, I was referring to Mezco, not Mondo. Oh, those Motu figures do look cool. I don't really do Mondo though. Now, which Mezco figures are you talking about? The Batman ones? What's up, Han? How you doing? Want to say hi, Jeffrey? Been a while since I had the time to watch you on live. Appreciate it, Han. How are you? Han, that Motu 112 and 100 is too much. But no apple bottom cheese. I don't think any 112 figure should cost over 100. It seems like the price point is a little bit too much there. As we look at Mofex figures going up. King Lighter, how does that Mondo He-Man scale with Masterverse? Is it 6 inches or 7 112? I think they're all over the place. So it depends on the character. So in Motu 2000, we had Clawful, Beastman, and who was the third one? Maybe it's just those two. They were super massive and huge. So I guess they're going to be the tallest ones, widest, all that stuff. Maybe a character like Tila would be closer to a true 6-inch scale. Rick H. What did I just say? 100 each. I want all of these. Hoping Big Bad Toy Store picks them up and I don't have to get a Mondo account. Already been plotting on the 12-inch Tila. Roger Robo, that Clawful makes me want to grab some melted butters. Oh, that one. Okay. I will. Let me see if I can find that too. Oh, man. Brian P. I hated that look for Hawkeye. And it was so weird because he had such a cooler. Oh, this is going to be so hard for them to find. I hated that outfit so much. And I was like, you just took away all the cool look of Hawkeye for this dumb design. It's, yeah, absolutely with you on that. I hate this one. It's so, I mean, he doesn't even look like a superhero with this look. It's so bad. I think Azrael Batman's costume was wild too, but I like it. I love his costume. Huh, from 112 scaling refers to the standard person is 6 feet, 1 inch being a foot. Thank you. Harry G, tempted by the fruit of another, but that price, woo! Yeah, the price just takes it right out of you, doesn't it? Let me see if Big Bad Toy Store has that up. No. Huh. I thought they did. Why did I think that? And where did I see it now? Let me see if I can find it real fast. Maybe Mezco has it on their site. Yes, they do. Okay. Oh, man. Well, it doesn't even matter because you would have to get it on the wait list. $200. That's pretty cool, though. See if I can pull it up. There we go. In the case of the Shrieking Yeti, looks cool. Oh, man, I can just do one at a time. No, I could do this. I love the work on the skull. That looks really solid. The blood trail, that's fine. Light up function. I mean, you can see where the price is going up here. Not the Yetis. I feel like some of these photos are doing a lot of work here. That's a great head sculpt. I mean, that's solid. Watch out, Doc. So really cool stuff. Let's take a look at all the stuff it comes with, though. Because I feel like 200 is not cheap, but looking at all the work put into this, it's like, I'm having a hard time hating on it. All right, so we got the snow goggles and helmet. We got 16 interchangeable hands. Snowshoes, because you need them. The Yeti has a horn for activating a light up function. That's fun. And 3 interchangeable portraits. Also fun. Then we got another set of accessories, knife tracking device, 4 icebreaker grenades, and 2 Hades Inferno grenades. Updated ferryman and ferryman holster, and of course the stands, and more. Iron Talon grapple claw and Iron Talon grapple claw wire, folding double carabin. I feel like I butchered that. Foldable entrenching tool and rifle, bear trap, folding grappling hook with rope and 2 foldable ice axes. Man, Doc, watch out. Alpine might try to take this from you. And you get a 32-page magazine format comic book. I don't feel like this is a bad price. And this seems pretty cool. So, Jamelin, what did you do? Did you get it? Aaron Easton. Entertainment Earth and a reminder, Marvel Select and Nihilist pre-order shipping in October. So you're saying I've got a chance? Seems like it, huh? Can't go ahead. I would get a Mondo King Grayskull if he scales bigger. If he scales bigger than Masterverse. That guy was supposed to be huge, right? I couldn't get a sense from the show. I think the Mono ones are like 7.75 inches or something. Pretty sure I heard that they were over 7 inches. G. Bruce says my Mondo Real Ghostbusters Penguin is pretty tall. What about the other ones? Sandman and his Frightful 4 outfit is kind of terrible. No, I want that one. That look I gotta get so it can match with everybody. Henry G. At one time, I was all in on Mezco's Rumble Society, but really had to pick and choose. And Hasbro's been getting 80% of the budget. Retro Robo, Mezco definitely gives you a lot of accessories for sure. Jalen, that Doc Knock set was available for a good while yesterday. Plus, I've usually had my waitlist orders eventually convert once the initial orders are filled. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I kind of dig the look of it. Brian P. Also, most of the Avengers costumes for the crossing were just awful. I think they're gonna get some more of those for you, so you can not buy them for your collection. Jalen, I did. I went for the paying for and it shipped right away. Yeah, I kind of dig it. Henry G. Mondo's Motu 2000 makes Mattel's look like kids' toys, but I reserve the right to change my opinion. Jibru, I honestly don't need any of the extreme X-Men costumes in figure form. Terrible designs, and definitely not Claremont's best work. Oh, okay, I got you. I was gonna get the Doc Knock set. It was a pre-order, but it was a buy now. Oh, I see. Doc Avenger. I was thinking of getting the 4 Horsemen Night 10-pack to have them be my Space Knights. Thinking? One deal. All right. It's 10:10. Got super late on us. Let's do one more giveaway. And let me pull up what else we're going to give away. As you all sit with bated breath, trying to figure out what that's going to be, no doubt. Let's see. That would be you. Yes, yes. All right. So, since we just featured a character in basically all white, let's go to a figure in basically all black. And this time, we're going to do this one. Spider-Man in a symbiote Spider-Man suit, black. So let's do it. Courtesy again, our VIP channel member, Jalen Parks. Symbiote Spider-Man on the retro card with a new Spidey, if I'm remembering this correctly. So this is a pretty cool figure. May need to put my name in the running as well. Let's see. All right, so for this hashtag, what should we do? First, let's do this. And now let's set up another window so we can get our giveaway all set. So let's go back and let's do a new one. And this time, let's do the guy who put him in it. So let's do this. Oh, that would be why. And share screen. And here you go. That's the hashtag to put in this time. Craven. As in the last hunt, as in the guy who put Spider-Man in the big bag coffin. So there you go. Hashtag Craven. There you go. Emo Spider-Man. And this figure is a few years old, just for the record. It is not the recent Secret Wars version, just to be clear. Thank you, Jalen. I wasn't sure, but it looks pretty cool. What body is that one using? All right, so we got some people already in the mix now. I see already. Good deal. Let's see. Hide. And let me check this. So right now, 7 entries. Let this run for 2 minutes. Let's see. Now let me see if I have not answered any questions or comments in the interim. I think I've covered everything. That's good. Let's go back down. David Thanos gonna pass. I already had the Secret Wars one. How's that one? King Ledger. I still need to watch that Craven movie. I keep forgetting about it. I feel like that's probably a good thing for you, but yeah. If you're feeling froggy, go for it and let the rest of us know how great that movie really is. Let's see. And just in case everybody was curious, because I know you all were on pins and needles, I did get the X-Men Sentinel heads up. The new ship date is December 15th. So yay. It all works up. And let's see. Okay. So if it's something else coming, and I don't even know who this is from. Okay. Anyway, that's always fun. Like, hey, what's coming in the mail? No idea. Okay. So let's see. What other comments have I missed now? Rick Cage. Speaking of redundant, who's canceled their Mafex Iceman because of the Secret Wars version coming? Craven movie, aka Lion Man. You gotta get that Fiji water. Hey, if Fiji wants to sponsor, I will happily drink it. So what I'm doing here is this deal, the fill it forward. What it does is, let me do this real fast. Oops, not you. This. So every time I fill it up, they have an app, and what it does is they contribute 2 cents to these different causes. And I think once it gets to 25,000 people using that, scanning that hashtag, they go on to another cause. So it's pretty cool. And so I'm just using my water from my fridge, just filling it up all the time and, giving back. So it's pretty cool. Something because I need to drink more water anyway, like most of us. And this way I get to help out. So yeah. So I guess I could fill with Fiji water as well. But that's why I'm using this. All right. So it is 10:15 and it's time to see who's going to win this. So 17, I'll give you 10 more seconds if you want to get in on it. All right. So that said, let's see who's going to win the Symbiote Spider-Man. Graham! Congratulations, Graham. Good job. Boss is very expensive. Graham, congratulations. Now all I need you to do is hit me up there, loudmoviefiles@gmail.com, and send me your address. I'll send it along to Jamelin, and he'll send it out maybe as soon as this weekend. So just as soon as you send it, I'll make sure to send it to him. So there you go. And hopefully you've got that email written down, screenshotted, whatever you need to do. There you go. Back to the comments before I wrap this up. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, they're always so cool. 2. Oh, the humanity. All right. Well, that's it for this episode. Time to wind it on down and get ready for Friday. So hopefully Laura A was able to get some good sleep and ready for work tomorrow. For the rest of y'all, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. As always, there is no show without you all. So if you're sticking around watching, don't forget to hit that like on your way out. And when you do like, you can also hype this video. More people get to see it. And I appreciate you sharing the word about Lyles Figure Files. As always, Wednesday, I'll be back with the fellas talking about stuff on Lyles Movie Files. Thursday, back again for another live, and that will probably be our almost countdown to New York Comic Con. Well, maybe we'll have another episode before then. But stay tuned. And of course, I'll be doing more videos in the interim. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. I'll see you again real soon. For now, this episode of Lyles Figure Files has been filed.